Good morning. Good morning. Hey, everyone. If this is your first time catching one of my lives, I am Aerica Karriem. I'm a relationship coach, a family mediator, a author, and a speaker. And my goal is when you listen to me, you will learn something or have an aha moment. This morning, we're going to be talking about you feel alone, you felt alone growing up and you still feel alone. Now, let me say that again. You felt alone growing up and you still feel alone. And I have a question for you. Did you know, did you know that it is possible to isolate yourself and not feel alone? And to feel alone or lonely while you're around and surrounded by so many people, right? And so we're here, we're going to dissect your possible feelings of aloneness, right? And then I'm going to give you some homework to do at the end. Okay, so number one is we're going to dissect the why. Why do you possibly feel alone, and what could have happened to you when you were younger? And so I think it's very important because the way, if we keep living in the past, we will let our past control and run our future, right? Because you are saying, okay, well, this happened to me in the past, and now I have a guard up, and I don't want this to ever happen to me again. So the first one is fear of being hurt again, right? You were hurt in the past. It was either pain or rejection. You felt abandonment. Um, you have been lied on. Listen, we've all been lied on. We've all been lied on. If you haven't, your time just haven't got here yet, girl. But we've all been lied on before, and you just want to feel like, how can this person lie like that? Well, guess what? It's people out there that have no conscience. They will misconstrue, change the story up, and guess what? It's nothing that you can do about it. Why? Because you can only control the things you can control, and the things you can't control, move on, right? And that's just what it is. It's just what it is. But you've stuck in the past, and you just don't know how to get out of it. The next thing is codependency. Why the hell would somebody be so codependent on somebody else? Now, let me break down what codependent is first. Okay. So, codependent is using others for your self worth, right? You need to lean on them so that you can feel valued. So, what happens a lot of times is, have you heard of a person that you're a person that has friends? Like, you may have some friends, but you won't allow that friend to have other friends. Ain't that crazy? And so if I'm your friend, I could only be your friend, and I can't have no other friends because you're codependent on me being your friend, making you happy. That can't happen. That can't keep happening. So if that's going on, that has to stop, right? So you cannot be have a codependency and expecting other people. Um, you can't expect to have that weight on other people. That's not going to work. Okay. So the weight is causing your happiness or unhappiness if they take the challenge, I guess, right? So that can't happen. So the next thing is, guess what? You're attracted to the, you're attracted to, I guess, the idea of being lonely, right? You're attracted to the idea of being alone. And so, why would a person be attracted to the idea of being alone? It's because they're uncomfortable, right? Either they're uncomfortable, or their life or themselves is just too complicated to meet new people. That could be it. Or maybe you feel like you're just possibly smarter than everybody, and you just don't feel like being bothered. Or how about you feel like you're not smart enough to be around everybody or anybody, right? And you feel like you are flawed, and you feel like you are useless. But I want to share something with you. We all have flaws. There is not one perfect person in the world. Even if you get um, lip implants, breast implants, what is that? Butt injections. What you can have a master's degree, a doctor's degree. You are still in some way flawed. Number one, you feel flawed because you wouldn't have never got all that stuff, right? Or even one of the things. Not a good what thing or a bad thing, not judging. I'm just saying that I want you to picture this. When you go into a grocery store and you see 50 people in the grocery store, can you believe that every single one of those people are flawed? And can you believe that every one of those people know in some way they are flawed? So what does that mean? That means that no matter where you go, if you go to a park, you go to a store, you go traveling, everybody is flawed, including yourself. So what you don't want to feel is you don't want to feel undervalued. You have to get out of it. You don't want to feel useless. You don't want to feel lack of worthiness, because every single person, I want you to really get this, are flawed, okay? So it's very, very important that you do not criticize and keep criticizing yourself for being flawed. And so everybody that is flawed, you don't want to say, because we're all flawed. So you don't want to be like, okay, I'm useless. You want to figure out, how can you be of benefit to people? What knowledge do you have? What skills and talents do you have that can serve your community or possibly serve the world? Your choice, right? We all have choices. But the point is that the reason why you are feeling lonely is you may be attached to the loneliness, right? You may be attached to feeling the way that you feel. Okay. So now we're going to give you a solution. Okay. Now we're going to give you a solution. Number one is this. Well, I gave you one already, to see how you can be a benefit to your community and how you can be a benefit to the world. You get to choose how high you want to go. The level, it's levels to this stuff, right? So you want to figure out, where do you fit in, and how can you go deeper and bigger and broader, right? Depending on whatever you choose. But I want to share with you these two things. Is that number one is, get out from behind your computer. Get out and go and mingle. I know we have the coronavirus. Don't let that stop you. Put on your mask and get out there and go meet and mingle with people, right? Go meet and mingle with people. And so not only meet and mingle, I don't mean on the internet, I mean face to face. It's so critical that you get outside of your comfort zone, because let me share something with you. When you have the feelings can be so deceptive. Feelings can be so uncomfortable. I know you have heard that success is on the other side of your comfort zone, right? I'll say that again for people who just now are, this is their first time hearing it. Success is on the other side of your comfort zone. And in my workshops, um, I always say your relationships is a success on the other side of your comfort zone. Sometimes we avoid going deep. We avoid conversations. We avoid the unknown, right? We're just always avoiding stuff. Stop avoiding stuff and let's get to the root of the problem so that you can heal. If you are that surface type of person, you only want to talk about how's your day going? What's new? I mean, at the end of the day, you want to go deep with the people that you love so that you know where they coming from, where are they going, how they really feel deep inside, you know. And so that is how you get to the root of the problem of how people will to see how they are, if they really are a loner. And the last thing I want to say is get out of your head. Stop focusing on you so much. Stop focusing, I would say for me, stop focusing on me so much. There are people out here that really want to meet you. There are people out here that you have something to offer. So one of um my practices that I always tell people is to go first. So get out of your comfort zone, go meet people, and go first, right? Introduce yourself. Stop being that loner if you feel alone. Now, some people are loners, and they, like I said, they're attached to the idea. But you want to get out of that, because at the end of the day, the world is so much bigger. The world is, there's so many people out here that are not like how you have experienced people, right? There are so many people out here that really want to see you succeed. They want to see you win. They want to show you what your next move should be, right? They want to give you that advice. But when you are not open to meeting new people, when you're not open to the process, then you only do yourself a disservice. You only are doing yourself a disservice, okay? So I want you to make sure that you do the little small homework and just share with yourself, because no one is going to see it, but you share with yourself the benefits of going out being lovely, being loving, right? Going out being loving and of service. And the benefits from that, not only they will get, but what you will receive as well. I mean, it's a huge benefit of getting out there. And the last thing, well, I said the last thing, but I want to share with you one more thing, is that you must join a community if you're lonely, if you're a loner, because the community will support you, okay? The community will guide you and help you through your next levels. And so that is extremely important, to not allow your current feelings dictate your future. You will still be stuck in 5 years as you was 10 years ago. Okay. So I want to leave you with that. And if you decide that you want to do the mother-daughter boot camp, we are opening up for next month. We're full this month. We have it every month, the last weekend of every month. Okay. So if you decide that you want to join the mother-daughter boot camp, we're not opening it up yet. And we will open it up at the beginning of next month. Okay. So we're full this month, and I want to just put that in your head so that when we open it up, you will be ready. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Oh, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and follow, depending on where you are on social media. Like, share, subscribe, and follow. Like, share, subscribe, and follow. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.